podcast made by basketball fans for basketball fans. From the hottest takes, news, analysis, and passion for the sport that we all love, this is the Fast Break Pod with Finn James and Will Tremaine. Welcome into the Fast Break Podcast, the podcast made by basketball fans.
For basketball fans.
Finn James.
Will Tremaine.
Back again. Double digits for Season 2 now.
Ooh.
Episode 10.
Let's go.
Well, 11 if you count the special. I didn't even think of that. Anyway, double digits officially, though, on the season. Very exciting as we progress through the NBL season. NBA season, of course, is here as well. As always, lots to talk about on the episode. We'll be recapping the entirety of round 10 of the NBL. There's some pretty entertaining games, I thought, this round. And the Breakers got another win. Spoiler alert. I mean, you've probably all seen it already. But yeah, they got another win against the Cairns Taipans. So we'll be really diving into that later on the episode too. A little bit of news surrounding the Tall Black squad heading into the FIBA Asia World Cup qualifiers. Yeah. That's what it is, against Australia this weekend. So a little bit of news surrounding that, and of course we'll scan over the NBA because there's obviously been so much going on, as there always is. But of course we'll start off with a bit of basketball news to scour over. Time codes down below if you want to skip to anywhere throughout the podcast.
Yeah, Shea Ely has been ruled out of the Tall Black squad, and Tane Murray has come in to replace him. So big news for that youngster. Me and Finn were both saying how we thought he should have been in the squad originally anyway. So I think this is good that we've got him onto the team. He's been playing well for Brisbane. So hopefully he can come in and make an impact. But so it's unfortunate to lose Shea Ely though. Obviously one of the best defenders in the NBL. So
I mean, technically best.
Probably
two-time depoy.
Yeah. So I mean, big loss for the Tall Blacks, but Tane Murray hopefully fills that void.
Yeah, Tane's a great defender. I think this would have been my first pick to definitely come off as an injury replacement. Like you said, unfortunate that Shea's not there. A load of experience and just a very good point guard, but that man can't stay healthy, unfortunately. Whether it's concussions or he's been struggling with his hamstring injury since, I think it was the Pelicans games where he got that hamstring injury. I think he's played one game since then. And then obviously he's still struggling. I think from what I could see on the NBL injury report, he's expected to return for round 12. So they've got a week off for FIBA, and then they'll come back. So he's like 3 weeks away. Yeah. I don't know if he just keeps re-aggravating it in training or he's rushing to return too much, because I think he did play a game or two coming back from that injury. But unfortunate.
He's a key piece for that Melbourne team. They're definitely going to need him if they want to make that.
Still top of the table.
But I feel as though come playoff time, when they're going up against the likes of Adelaide 36ers, they're going to need Shea Ely on Bryce Cotton.
Oh, absolutely.
Hopefully he gets healthy again for their title chances. Should we scour over round 10 though, Finn?
Absolutely.
Lots of games this week. We'll start off with start of the round. Adelaide beat Illawarra 97-85. Bryce Cotton, as always, 31 points in this one. He also had 13 assists.
Career high.
Yeah. I was going to say, that's got to be up there. 50% shooting as well, so efficient 30 bomb from Bryce Cotton. Leads them to the W. Isaac Humphries as well added 22 and 9. And Xylon Cheatham just doing those perfect connector things.
The Draymond Green of the 36ers, Michael Wells always says that.
12 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. So just doing his role to perfection. And that big three got them the job done in that one.
Yeah, this was an interesting game as well. Another storyline out of this. Bryce Cotton looked visibly distressed at the end of the game. I'm not sure if you saw it, Will, but he was holding back tears by the end of this game. Reports came out that he was just a little bit ill and was suffering from nausea, but then the next day went on SEN, which is a sports radio show over in Australia, and he said he was fighting some sort of mental battle. I'm not sure. There was no details that ever got released, but he was pulled away and spoke to an assistant coach for Adelaide, and apparently he prayed with them on the sideline. I'm not sure if there was any news that was said at halftime, but hopefully Bryce is all good. Obviously, he did play the other round game for Adelaide this week, but that was an interesting storyline to start, and nobody really knew what was going on, but he seems to be okay. But regardless, 31 and 13 is a crazy performance, even if he was struggling with something.
Yeah, I mean, we don't usually see him pass the ball that much. That's not because he's a bad passer. It's just because he's an elite scorer.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need to pass the ball. But having 13 dimes along with 30 points, that's just as impressive as a 40 piece for me.
I agree. It's a crazy game.
Tyler Harvey and QJ Peterson led the way for Illawarra. 21 and 19 for them respectively. And Will Hickey, as always, near triple-double, 12-7-7.
Yeah.
Puts up numbers across the board.
Every night, eh?
Yeah.
Every night. Will Hickey's definitely been that piece that they were missing. However, if we're going to look at the table a bit later on, they're still struggling.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, not great signs, to be honest. But, yeah, they're still struggling a little bit. And
I think a lot of it might come down to JaVale McGee. I've been watching a few things here and there. Shout out to Nashe. I was watching one of his videos on Instagram. He was saying JaVale McGee, he plays like he's a target player, JaVale McGee. Like, he likes to get the ball, hunt for a shot, whereas he's, like, his whole career he's been a converter. Like, someone else is making the plays and he's finishing off the plays. Whereas on Illawarra, he's kind of... I'm not saying he's not that guy, because the numbers he's putting up are crazy.
He's an MVP caliber player.
He's an MVP caliber player, but I feel as though sometimes, he needs to, like, play his role a bit more.
I think when...
Let Will Hickey
I was going to say,
over.
When Davo first came back, and Davo had that triple-double, he was really that main facilitator, and JaVale was getting put in positions for Will to give him the ball and, like you said, be a converter.
Yeah.
But, I think that's actually not a bad take at all.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nashe. But that's something, I feel like JaVale has had some excellent games where he has hunted for his own shot. But, I was just looking back when Will did first come back and he had a triple-double and was being that facilitator. JaVale came out and said, Will was that missing piece. He's putting me in great positions, but maybe he's going away from that. And, I mean, they lost 2 games this round.
Yeah.
We'll get into that a little bit later. Which, bit of drama in the other loss, actually, just quietly.
Yeah, that was crazy ending.
The next game of the round, though, Brisbane lost to Southeast Melbourne 78-103. Honestly, not surprised at all. Brisbane are really struggling. They've obviously re-signed Javon Freeman Liberty, which was a massive head-scratcher.
Out of nowhere.
Did not see that one coming. I think when Javon Freeman Liberty first departed the club, it was a mutual decision, and it came out that he was having mental health issues, and then he went back to the States, tried to sign with the G League team. I think he did at one point, but apparently when all the drama happened with Jalen Adams getting shipped off, Casey Prather getting obviously that season-ending injury, Javon Freeman Liberty reached out to Brisbane, and they re-signed him.
Obviously, maybe he saw just an opening to be that guy.
That number one.
Because when he first came, he was behind Casey Prather. There was Tyrell Harrison, who's still there, obviously. But I feel as though he could almost fill that void that Casey Prather's left and continue to be like a good two-man threat with Tyrell Harrison.
I agree. So. And honestly, pre-season, the Blitz in particular, even that first-round matchup against the Breakers where he put Rob Baker on a poster, I thought Javon Freeman Liberty was going to be in for an NBL first team type of performance, like type of season, but
for sure,
just things didn't work out. However, he still got like just under 2/3 of a season left to prove that he does belong in this league. And obviously Brisbane do have Dakota Matthias, who has proved that he is a very excellent shooter, but I don't know if he's that number one guy that they can have. So Javon can be that facilitator, and they obviously have that other import coming. I think it was Terry Taylor, I think his name was, the 6'4" forward that we announced on the podcast last week. I don't think he actually took the court in this game anyway against Southeast Melbourne. Are they going
to hang on to Lamar Patterson then, or you think he's going to get shipped on?
I don't think they should, just quietly. He's too old, man.
Yeah.
Great player, don't get me wrong.
He's done
some excellent things in the NBL, but I think his time is probably a little bit done.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Javon can come in and do for this Brisbane team, because honestly, right now they're looking like the worst team in the NBL, and if they don't sort their stuff out, they could just keep free falling down to that 10 seed. Because right now, if you have this current Brisbane roster versus Cairns, I'm taking Cairns.
Absolutely, and this is a Cairns team that is missing a few pieces as well, who looks like they will have come near a fully healthy team. Obviously, Alex Higgins-Titcher will be out for the remainder of the season, but Mojave King will fill that void until the end. But Cody Statman, Rain Smith, and Sam Wardenberg will be back sometime during December. 3 very key pieces of the team.
They could go on a bit of a run as
you never know. But just scanning over this Brisbane Southeast Melbourne game, Geordie Hunter put up a career-high 24 points. And just quietly, a massive shout out to Geordie Hunter. He's shooting career best from 3 this year, which is ridiculous. I think he had 4 threes in this game.
Yeah.
Which is nuts. Not something that he's ever done in his career, but that needs to be studied. Geordie Hunter's 3-ball game has been excellent this year. So, yeah, just shout out to Geordie Hunter.
Sobey struggled to find a shot for them. He only had 13 points, 4 for 14 shooting. But like you said, Geordie Hunter stepped up for them. Tyrell Harrison, on the other hand, for Brisbane, I mean, obviously you'd expect him to be that main guy on Brisbane until Javon Freeman Liberty's back. He had 16 and 8, 7 for 10 from the field. So not an incredible game, but
tried his best.
He's not playing like full minutes either. Because I mean, you look at the scoreline, they lost by almost 30 points.
They would have subbed him out.
Yeah, he's not playing a full game.
Yeah, but unsurprisingly, everyone would have probably seen that result going that way.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Moving on, Illawarra versus Melbourne, a massive nail-biter, 102-105. Melbourne did get the upper hand in the end, not without a bit of drama at the end of the game. JaVale McGee had a three-quarter court shot just after the buzzer.
Yeah, it was insane. Obviously, all of Illawarra thought that it was good initially. JaVale was celebrating like he'd just sent it to OT. And then, replay comes in. I mean, the refs called it right in the first place, actually. But replay comes in just to confirm it. It's still in his hands. And, they lose by 3 points. But crazy shot. Imagine if that counted.
Oh, it would have been ridiculous. It was giving me Cedric Jackson vibes from the 20... I don't know what season it was, 2013 or 14. He hit like a three-quarter court shot to win the game against Perth a while ago. One of the greatest Breakers moments I've ever seen, to be honest. Yeah.
Speaking of McGee, he finished with 28 and 12 in this one. Will Hickey... Another near triple-double, 18, 11, and 7. Jesus and then QJ Peterson. He started to look a lot better in this Illawarra team, in my opinion. He came off the bench in this one. He had 22. I feel as though he's performed his best off the bench.
I agree. And I think that's probably where Justin Tatum's going to have him for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
We talk about it every time. These American guys that come over, and it takes them a while to adjust. This is another example of that. But he's looking like he's really starting to find his groove.
Yeah.
He's a very undersized guard, but a very talented scorer. And it's something that the Hawks really do probably lack off the bench. So good for him to come in and give them some points.
On paper, this team with JaVale McGee, QJ Peterson, Tyler Harvey, we still haven't really seen like the Tyler Harvey of old. He's been kind of quiet this season. Like last season, one of the best players in the league. You got those three guys that get imports, plus Will Hickey, who's arguably the best local Australian in the league, point guard. He's up there for sure. Those four players alone, you would expect this team to be near the top of the table.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I mean,
they've still got
I don't know what's happening.
They've still got time. They're a few games behind as well. They had that FIBA Intercontinental Cup at the start of the season, which the NBL champion goes overseas and plays in that little tournament. But they still have time to put it together. But, yeah, interesting point you make about Tyler Harvey. I sort of agree. I feel like he's not at the numbers that we're used to seeing from him. He's been a very good player.
And again, that probably comes down to JaVale McGee just taking on more of the ball. Whereas, maybe he needs to defer a bit to Will Hickey, Tyler Harvey, QJ Peterson. Who knows? Maybe I'm just waffling. But
I don't think you are.
That's my opinion.
I don't think you are. Don't say that. You're not waffling.
Yeah.
It's good points you make. Perth and Tassie. This was also a good game. Perth did get the upper hand, 101-95. Doolittle, 30 points and 6 assists. He has been a little dark horse for an MVP run this year, in my opinion.
He's been good.
He's been very good. And one game in particular that is going to stick with me for a while is the Breakers game in Perth, where he hit 3 threes in a row. We talked about it last week. He's added that 3-point shot to his arsenal this season, as well as becoming that number one guy. Obviously, played behind Cotton last year. He has been excellent this year. Yeah,
he's done exactly what he was saying he was going to do at the start of the season, leading this team. I mean, they're fourth in the table. We'll look a bit more at the table later on, but Perth, fourth, led by Christian Doolittle. I mean, we'll see where he can take this team, but I think a playoff berth is guaranteed at this point for Perth.
Oh, absolutely. I don't see how they could possibly fall out of the six at this point. They have an incredibly talented team.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. The David Duke Jr. acquisition was great. He's still finding his feet, but honestly produced decent numbers in this one. I think it was 19 points, 4 assists for the new import. JLA, 19 and 8 as well. But yeah, I think this Perth team could be a dark horse to go quite far if they just really do put it all together, which it looks like they're doing well.
That's a great trio. David Duke, JLA, and Christian Doolittle.
Dylan Windler's there as well. It's a really good team.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
lots of young pieces as well. Dante Bruce Nance.
Yeah, he hasn't been playing though.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. It's the coach's son. What's his name? Because the coach's son plays for them. Riley.
He's been injured too.
He's kind of But even before he got injured, he was kind of stepping up, taking away the minutes from Dante.
Which now Dante's not playing at all, so bit of an interesting one, eh?
Yeah.
Josh Bannon, I'm high on him. He had 29 points. Majuk Dieng, 26 and 11. He's been a key piece for Tassie coming back. He obviously missed a big chunk at the start of the year with injury, but it was a close game, but Perth did get the upper hand in the end.
Yeah. The next game of the round was Southeast Melbourne versus Adelaide, so battle of 2 versus 3 on the table. Adelaide came away with the win in this one, 94-81. DJ hot spark off the bench saw the 36ers run away with this one in the fourth quarter. 22 points off the bench and 6 made threes.
Yeah, DJ, that guy.
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of been quiet since he moved to the bench, in my opinion.
Okay.
But in this game, went off.
Yeah, he did. So. I was really happy with the Troy Brown Jr. pickup, who only played 13 minutes in this one. They're still trying to figure a few things out. DJ has been shifted to the bench been given more of that 6-man role. Not sharing the court with the likes of Cotton, Cheatham, Humphreys, players like that. He did share the court with a lot of these guys down the stretch, but he had the hot hand, and they were just trying to find him. Yeah. 6 made threes on 9 attempts. That's classic DJ.
I know you said you like the idea of him coming off the bench to kind of run that second unit, but yeah, I don't know. I might have to disagree with you on that one, Finn.
Wow.
I feel as those numbers have been down across the board.
Maybe that's
just because there's lots of ball to go around. Pause, but yeah.
Give him time. We've seen what DJ can produce in this league. Arguably he's probably the streakiest shooter in the NBL.
True. Have you heard of this guy called Isaiah Liafa?
I have heard of this guy called Isaiah Liafa.
Yeah, good battle there.
Yeah. Cameron, Humphreys, Cheatham, and Bryce all in double figures as starters for the 36ers in this game. Nathan Sobey was really good in this one with 26 points. Geordie Hunter, 20 and 10. And John Brown Jr. with a very efficient 16. But a lack of scoring elsewhere for Southeast Melbourne. Only 6 bench points came from Angus Glover in this game. So they sort of just put it out of reach to themselves with a lack of scoring amongst other players. And 36ers ran away with it in the second half, like you said, led by DJ with that 22 points and 6 made threes.
Yeah. Next game of the round, we had Tassie versus Sydney. Tassie got a dominant win in this one, snapping
very surprisingly.
Sydney were on a 4-game win streak, so they've snapped that. 104-81 win. So the pundits might not have seen this one coming.
No way. Sydney, like you said, 4-game win streak. Tassie, 4-game losing streak.
Yeah. I
thought Sydney would have ran away with this one, but yeah, like I say every week, Death, Taxes, and Bryce Hamilton scoring 20 points a game. He's got 22 in this one.
Yeah.
He's literally making a perfect shout for an NBL first-team selection. He's been arguably one of the best scorers in the league this year. Obviously,
sure.
Bryce Cotton's still number 1, but Bryce Hamilton's been excellent.
And his teammate Josh Bannon's been just as good. He added 19 and 8. So
I love Josh Bannon, man. He's a great player.
He's a great player, yeah.
He's in that Boomer squad. Watch out.
I was going to say, yeah.
He's in that Boomer squad. Watch out. David Johnson in this one as well. Decent game. This is his second game back from injury. He was very average in his first game back. As expected, no one's going to come back from a lengthy injury like that and perform. But David Johnson, Tassie have missed him, and he looked pretty good in this one. So happy for him.
Yeah, and on the other side of the court, Kendrick Davis, he continues to put up decent looking numbers, 20 points in this one, but his field goal percentage has just not been there.
He's a shot chucker. He's a shot chucker.
He's a shot chucker. 31% in this one. So, I mean, you're going to want him to get that up into the 40s.
Definitely.
I mean,
he's had some huge games this year, don't get me wrong, but he's given a green light.
Yeah, he is.
Sydney,
he earned that right from what he did in Adelaide.
Well, yeah, he was excellent last year. And Sydney have been without Daly for a little bit now as well. That's another scoring option gone and another facilitator gone.
Xavier Cooks has been a bit below par as well.
He's had some great games, and I thought that 4-game winning streak, he was kind of at the helm of that. Was nowhere to be seen in this one.
No.
Noy tried his best as well. He had 18 points off the bench, but once again on 37% from the field. So, yeah, very poor efficiency from Sydney. I don't know if this just goes to show that Tassie's defense was good in this game, which is something that they do pride themselves on. But Sydney just couldn't get the job done. Tassie really dominated, and in my opinion, a decently big upset considering what the two teams were producing at the time.
Yeah. And the last game of the round, aside from the Breakers one, which we'll get into, Melbourne beat Perth 98-87. So another beating a top of the table team. Melbourne just seem to be able to do it against everyone.
They're so good, man.
They're so good.
When everything's going together for Melbourne, it doesn't surprise me why they're at the top of the leaderboard. This was an excellent game from everyone. Tyson Walker had 23 and 7, and one Jesse Edwards stood out drastically in this one. Only finished with, I think, 11 points, 16 rebounds, 8 on the defensive end and 8 on the offensive end. How many
8 offensive balls in the NBL is huge. Very, very impressive.
That is huge. And it really goes to show you when this team is firing on all cylinders, which they do on a very consistent basis, they are very good. And this is a game where Chris Goulding struggled immensely as well. Milton Doyle also notched 24. Pretty average efficiency, but they still get the job done.
You might need to add into your little death taxes and Bryce Hamilton scoring 20 and Milton Doyle scoring 20.
He has been good this year.
He's been so consistent.
He also is another one of those shot chuckers that I feel like, but man, he's proven time and time again that he is an elite player in this league.
Yep.
Last season I thought he was lackluster, but him coming to Melbourne, I think he's put together a pretty decent season so far.
For sure.
Yeah.
Christian Doolittle, like we mentioned before, for Perth, led the way for them. 20 points and 11 rebounds. Not much help elsewhere. I mean, he had JLA 19 points, Dylan Windler 17 points, so 2 other imports helping him out.
That was about.
Not that JLA is an import.
Yeah. That was about it.
Yeah.
No one else from Perth really came to play that day, and I mean, scoreline shows an 11-point win for Melbourne, and they continue to just run this damn league without Shaylee, one of the best defenders we've ever seen.
Do you know when we next have them, Finn?
And I don't know, and I honestly,
hopefully we get the dub against them.
I think we played them twice this year, and we got absolutely blown out to start the season, and then we came very close the second time we played them. I don't think we played them at home yet. 2 games in Melbourne, I think.
Yeah. Hopefully that'd be a big win if they come over here and we can somehow get the job done.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
Only one game this round for the Breakers. We beat Cairns on
Saturday night,
102-96. So I mean, battle of 9th and 10th, bottom of the table. This has jumped us up, but I mean, we should have won this one. It was in Cairns. Jack McVeigh did go crazy.
Jack McVeigh was stupid.
Yeah, I mean, just watching it. Jack McVeigh has the green light to shoot whatever the hell he wants.
When you pay a man $1 million a year, you got to give him the green light.
Yeah, and he was taking some crazy stuff, like
he was
backing down, one-leg fadeaways. He looked like Dirk from Australia, bro.
He is so good. Yeah. Like, we've talked about him this season. He's paid a lot, and he strung together some pretty average games, got injured for a bit. However, he's come back. He's had 35 points against us. I think he had 39 against... I can't remember the team it was, but he had 39 against... Maybe Melbourne? Was it Melbourne? I don't know. I can't remember.
39. I think it was against Adelaide, because Bryce Cotton had
Oh, maybe it was Adelaide. I can't remember who it was, but...
Someone.
He's strung together 2 incredibly good scoring outfits. He's finally shooting the 3-ball more efficiently, and not even efficiently, just more volume. I feel like he's paid all this money. He is a good 3-point shooter, and for some reason he just hasn't been shooting as much as I thought he should have. Like, Rain Smith has been shooting more threes than him. Obviously, Rain Smith's there to shoot threes, but yeah, Jack McVeigh, 35 points in the night. He's got the most random offensive game in the league, the most unorthodox game ever. Just gets in the paint, lots of little fadeaways, gets his body in positions where you can't even block it, even if he barely gets off the ground. And he led the way with 35 points. Yeah. Couldn't stop him. We had no answer for Jack McVeigh.
No. And his running mate, Andrew Andrews, we were quite low on him going into the season. I want to apologise to him because he's impressed me this year overall.
Some good games.
He finished with 23 points and 9 assists to go along with McVeigh, so playing his role to perfection. Breakers did get the upper hand. PJC, Menenga, and Brockington all scored over 20 points.
What a game from the trio.
So,
man.
I mean, that's what you need. Rob Baker as well, maybe a few more points, and that would be a perfect game, an A+ performance. But yeah, Brockington, 22 points.
11 boards as well.
Sam was 20. Yet again, another hot start. I
think he had 9 first quarter points.
Yeah, 9 first quarter points, and then it slowly just goes down a little bit as the game goes on. But I mean, not that he had a bad game.
He had an excellent game. Yeah. And you know what it could be though? It could be teams adjusting to try and stop him because he does dominate. Yeah. And he probably had a bit of a vendetta on his shoulder against Cairns. That was the team he started the NBL in. He signed that 2-year deal.
Came back
not last season, the season before. I don't think they valued him that much. He only averaged 7 points on the year. Cut his contract short, shipped off to the Breakers, and now he's flourishing as a leading MIP player. Yeah. But he had 20 points. Parker doing it once again. I think he had 22 and 6.
6 or 7 assists.
Like he is... What?
6 or 7 assists.
Oh! Why do you do it?
I didn't even do it on purpose.
Yeah, but you pulled it up. I didn't even go. God damn it!
Do you find that a lot of the time when you're thinking of some numbers, those are actually the 2 numbers that come to mind, just randomly, not even intentionally?
No, you're doing it on purpose now.
I'm not doing it on purpose. Never again.
Oh, I hate it when you sidetrack about 6-7. We did this last episode too.
Did we?
Yes.
I can't remember that.
God.
Anyway,
let me get back to Parker.
Yeah, go on.
His scoring numbers have skyrocketed in the last 4 rounds.
Yeah.
He's been excellent.
He has.
Yeah. Kareem Lopez as well, 15 points in the night on ridiculously good efficiency. And he got a nice poster on Kyron Galloway.
Yeah.
This man, he's 18 years old and he's making grown men look like babies.
His draft stock's fallen a bit, though,
11th.
to be fair.
I think he's 11th
Yeah.
now. Dash
he
has
was
fallen.
up to 7.
Dash has fallen drastically too, just
He's not
quietly.
getting as many minutes, though.
Dash has gone into like the 20s now.
I feel as though Dash was always a pick that you're making based off what his brother's done in the league.
And Dyson's
Like, I know
Dyson's
been a bit of nepo, but
yeah. And also, Dyson's been really average this year.
Very
so
average.
maybe Dyson's making Dash's draft stock fall.
that'd be crazy. But they were saying at the start of the season, Dash Daniels is like the same defensive level of player as Dyson, but with more of an offensive bag. So I think that's what they were so high on.
Yeah.
But
he will still be in the first round, 100%.
100%.
Kareem will be a lottery pick. I'm almost certain on that.
Yeah, but he was 7 at one point.
I think he could. I think it'll. He's still got like 20.
He can still get back up.
Still got like half an NBL season to prove.
Yeah.
And I mean, when he puts up 15 points, I think he was 6 of 8 from the field. Defensively, he looks excellent too.
Oh, so good.
He gets so many blocks.
Yeah.
And by the way, he's 6'9", handles the ball very well for a younger
Could
guy.
still be growing as well.
Likely still growing too.
Yeah.
Underratedly athletic as well. He gets a lot of dunks.
He could. Yeah, 6'9" as an 18-year-old. He bulks up a bit, maybe gets a couple more inches. He could be a 4 in the NBA.
He's also shot
3-4.
the ball exceptionally well this season too, considering he wasn't the greatest shooter last season.
Yeah.
I think he's been excellent.
And speaking of someone who's plays bigger than they actually are, Isaiah Brockington, 11 rebounds.
That's crazy, yeah.
He's the best rebounding guard in the NBL. I said it.
Will Hickey?
Ah, true. But Will Hickey's are more like, I don't know.
Is he just trying to get them?
Yeah, his are more like Russell Westbrook's, I feel. Like, he's just grabbing
He's
the rebounds.
hunting them.
Whereas Isaiah Brockington's like, he's getting tough rebounds. Like, forcing himself to get up high, box out his player, and, like, grab down the rebound. If that makes any sense.
It does.
Yeah.
You know who else is an underrated rebounder?
Who?
Parker.
Parker is
For somebody
very
of
underrated.
his stature,
Yeah.
incredibly underrated.
For sure.
And I just want to also highlight Rob Baker in this game too. Although he did only finish with 10 points, couple threes, only took like 6 field goals.
Yeah.
He wasn't called upon because everyone else was kind of scoring, but he played his role.
Yeah.
And, you know, going back to the poll from last week, I think I still have trust in him.
Yeah.
I think he's shooting the ball really confidently and a lot. Like, I think he's shooting the ball well. I wasn't surprised, like, Pateri has come out in press conferences and said he is the best three-point shooter on the team. I can see why he said that now.
Yeah.
He has a nice stroke for a big-ass dude, like, as a 6'11 guy with, like, a 7'4 wingspan. And I think he shoots the ball with confidence, quick jumper. He's going to be a vital piece. And I know we're going into the FIBA window. And if I remind you what happened last FIBA window,
Please
we
don't.
blew it up, and Taco came in, and it ruined our entire season. I'm pretty confident, and this might be a poll question for later, that we probably won't see any changes through the FIBA window, which I think is going to be a positive.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I was happy with Rob Baker's performance in this one.
And Brockington. Yeah.
I think
Both
this was a
impressive.
great team effort. Even some scoring off the bench. I think Tarangi finished with 5, Carlin with 6. Lee Arthur had a lot of meaningful minutes in the fourth, trying to be that defensive assignment on, I think it was either McVeigh or Andrew
Which he is
Andrews
very
as well.
good at, to be fair.
He's a very
We got to
good
give him his
defender.
props where they're due. He's a great defender.
He has struggled drastically scoring the ball this
Yeah.
year, but I think he is still valued in the defensive department, and that's probably why Judd's
sure.
giving him another chance in Tall Black's jersey this
Yeah.
season too.
No,
But yeah,
exactly.
happy that the Breakers did get a win. I think that's 3 wins in 4 games for us as well. So
Big time.
looks like we're putting it together, which is very good. And now we have a couple weeks off with this FIBA Asia Cup window, and we can regroup after that. So looking forward to it. But let's have a look at the ladder.
Yeah, we've kind of already been like breaking it down a bit, going through these games, but I'll quickly run through 1 through 10. We got Melbourne United, Adelaide 36ers, Southeast Melbourne, Perth Wildcats, Sydney Kings, Tassie Jack Jumpers. Us, we've jumped up to 7th spot.
Yeah.
Bullets, Hawks, and Taipans rounding it out. So, I mean, that was a big win against Cairns. Obviously, the Illawarra and Brisbane losses both helped us. 7th place now, and only a game behind Tasmania in the 6th seed. So, I think that 6th seed is looking very realistic.
I think
Almost, yeah.
I think 5 and 6
5
are
and 6.
very realistic places for us to be in this season.
Potentially 4.
Well, there's still a lot of games left. We've played 15 out of, I think it's 33 with the Ignite Cup games. So we've got, how many games is that left? 17
18.
games left. We've played 15? No, 18. Jeez, my math sucks. We've still got a lot of time. But obviously results do need to fall our way as well around the rest of the league. Illawarra lost 2 games in round 10. That puts them down to second to bottom, which
2 games in hand on us.
Yeah, they have 2 games in hand, like, because that FIBA Intercontinental or whatever. But realistically, they're the reigning champs. If they somehow do miss the 6, I'm going to be very surprised. So it's going to be a battle for 5 and 6. I think 1 and 2 are almost locks. I don't see how Melbourne could possibly fall from number 1. They're
Adelaide
just the best team.
Aren't dropping much further.
The acquisition of Troy Brown Jr., I think, once he really finds his feet, he's got 2 weeks to just train with the team as well. Obviously, some players will be on assignment or whatever, but I think they're going to probably be the 1 and 2. I don't see how any team in this league could tip them for 1 and 2.
And I don't see Southeast Melbourne or Perth falling out of the playoffs. So it does kind of come down to Sydney, Tassie, us, and Illawarra.
Yeah, because
4 teams for 2 spots. Really.
I think Cairns have dug their hole too deep already.
Yeah.
Brisbane, just with everything that's gone on with the club this season, I just don't see how they could possibly make a playoff run unless Javon Freeman Liberty becomes the second coming of, I don't know,
Michael Jordan.
Sure, we can have him.
Damian Lillard.
No.
So I was just thinking of the greatest players of all time.
Oh, God, of course. And the thing with Sydney, I know they got a just above 500 record. They won 4 in a row. They're just a very inconsistent team. I can see it. They could easily drop out of the 6 just quietly.
Yeah,
I
agree.
I'm feeling more confident about our team going into the FIBA break now that we've strung together a few wins, kind of not in a row. Obviously, I think we were 3 wins in the last 4 games, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And we've put together some good performances, although they have been against not like some subpar teams, like we blew out Brisbane and beat Cairns, bottom 2 teams. But the game against Adelaide and Christchurch, that could have been a very winnable game, and they're second on the ladder.
And the good thing also is that all these other Australian teams, they're breaking up for this international break to play for the Boomers or whatever else they're doing. The New Zealand Breakers are essentially just putting their whole entire team, minus the imports, into the Tall Blacks with Judd Flavel, who's a coach on the Breakers. Yeah. So they're going to be getting reps up, essentially as a Breakers team, just minus the 3 imports.
Hot take, and this isn't even a hot take, just a funny thought that actually sprung into my head. They'll probably be training at the Breakers HQ.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they just chuck Baker, Parker?
Oh yeah, they'll be getting.
Do you reckon they just run with the Tall Blacks?
Surely.
In training camp before their games?
Surely.
You reckon they just do?
Yeah.
I don't see. That's not a weird thing to do.
Yeah. Get the best players available to run reps with for sure.
I reckon they'd probably say yes to that, eh?
Yeah.
I don't think the egos of Baker, Brockington, and Parker are too high for that.
Definitely not.
And that's still those are their teammates.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, you got the likes of Tane, Tyrell, Shea, or not Shea anymore, but Flynn Cameron, Mojave King, Yanni coming over as well. There'll be some players from other teams, but a lot of
the
Breakers
majority
players.
of the team is all the Breakers pretty much. Like what Breakers missed out it was only
Rob Lowe
and
Tarangi playing.
No, Tarangi missed out.
I think Tarangi missed out. Max Darling's playing.
Yeah. Liafa,
Carlin's there.
Brett,
yeah, a lot of them are there.
Sam.
Just Rob Lowe, I think, is probably the only one. Taylor Britt's playing. Yeah. So I'd be surprised. Yeah, I think that'd be good for the Breakers imports just to get a run in with them during this kind of window.
Yeah.
So, and it's only like 2 weeks. But yeah.
Maybe it'd be good for Rob Baker as well, going up against obviously he's had Sam and Inga to go up against in training, but bring in Tyrell Harrison and Yanni Wetzel if he can get reps up against those 2 guys as well. Tahi, yeah.
Even though he's a little bit injured, but I think he will be playing. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. That'd be cool. I think if I'm a Breakers import and I still want to get reps in like scrimmage time, you got 2 weeks off, might as well jump in.
Yeah, for sure.
That's if the offer's there. They might not even ask them to.
Yeah.
But you'd be surprised. I mean, it's at their training facility and everything like that. But
exactly.
Yeah, speaking of the Tall Blacks, though.
Yeah.
No, obviously, FIBA Asia Cup window, FIBA World Cup window, whatever the hell you want to call it. No NBL at all. We've got Tall Blacks versus Boomers on Friday night in Hobart. Random as. 9:30 p.m. on Friday, and then Monday night in Hamilton, 7 p.m. So the next pod will come out on Monday, and they'll be leading into the second Tall Blacks game.
Hamilton. Do we head down for that film? It's in the Tron though. It's in the Tron.
Hey, don't shit on the city of the future.
Sorry if you're from Hamilton, but
that's at Globox Arena. It's actually quite a nice arena, may I add.
Yeah. They played Breakers game there this
year.
They
have a Breakers game there in the next round. I think it's the Ignite Cup game. I was just looking at who we were playing, and I completely slipped my mind now. But yeah, the next game that we have is an Ignite Cup game against, can't remember, at Globox.
I'm trying to remember when when was Glowbox last used? Was it like...
I can't remember.
Oh, it was...
I think the Tall Blacks played there last year.
Yeah,
Did
no,
they
but
not?
also NZNBL, Tauranga Phi played a couple games at
Yeah.
Glowbox. Yeah,
I
I think
remember
that
that.
Tuatara might have played them there. I don't know,
Potentially.
maybe.
But yeah, I actually think it's a pretty all good arena. And a bit of a sidetrack here. When are the Waikato Pistons coming to the Cells NBL?
Yeah, got to.
They got the facilities for it.
For sure.
But yeah, looking forward to those this weekend. I'm thinking that we can actually get the upper hand on both of these.
I agree.
And funnily enough, Peter Hooley, one of the NBL analysts and former player, is also incredibly hot on this Tall Blacks roster and thinks we're going to get the job done
On
too.
paper, we're the better team. So 2-0 is what I want and what I expect. There we go.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited. I think this is one of the best Tall Blacks outfits we put out in a while.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. But do you want to have a look at the NBA? There's a lot been happening in the last 7 days.
There's a lot been happening in the NBA.
Holy.
We'll run through some of the biggest things that have been going on. Obviously, games every day. Love it. NBA basketball is so back. Detroit Pistons, Finn. Got to give a shout out to them.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Win streak of 12 games. However, it is against teams that, with all due respect, are trash. Most of them.
Yeah.
They're like some of them are good. They beat the Rockets. I think that was the start of their win streak. That was a good win. But like most of these other wins are against the Nets, the Wizards, the Jazz. Like,
don't sleep on the Jazz this year. Lowry Markkanen has been on a heater. Keontae George
is
very good.
impressive.
I think we don't have the ladder here, but they're probably ahead of the Clippers.
Quickly whip up the real app, shall we? Oh, sponsor us.
Oh, that would be awesome. I love the real app. But yeah, no, the Pistons 12-game win streak, like you said, the scheduling has been a little bit weak.
Yeah.
But you just got to give your flowers out where you do. Cade Cunningham's been just taking another step this year.
Yeah.
He's becoming a bona fide superstar in this league. And Jalen Duren looks like one of the brightest young stars in the NBA.
MIP candidate for sure.
I think he's leading it currently.
Yeah. Chill. There's a guy over in Portland, but
Who?
Denny Avdia?
I think Jalen's slightly tipping him right now.
Really?
I think so. I might be wrong.
Step it up, Denny.
But Jalen Duren, if he develops a jump shot, will be arguably one of the scariest big men in the NBA.
Yeah, agreed.
But at the moment, he doesn't even need it because he is so dominant on the glass. And 2 feet in the paint, he is so hard to stop because he is so strong and so athletic. And considering how good his touch is at 21 years old, he's going to be a very good big man for the future. If he stays healthy, there's always a thing in the NBA. 82 games, that's very taxing on your body. But,
yeah,
man, Jalen Duren, I'm very hot on this Pistons team going forward in the future.
I mean, yeah, they started out the season 2-2, 12-game win streak. They're now 14-2, top
leading
of the
that
East.
Yeah.
And
the East is very weak, though.
It's been very surprising. I mean, we both went into the season thinking it was pretty clear 1-2, Cavs next. Those were the two top teams. But you got Pistons. Raptors are into second.
Didn't see this one coming.
11-5, 6-game win streak.
Didn't see it coming.
And then third as well. The Miami Heat are in third place, 11-6.
Shout out Norman Powell.
Norman Powell's been crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe we let that man go.
So I mean, that's the top three teams, and then you got the Cavs and the Knicks at 4-5. The Hawks without Trae Young, they've been better without Trae Young. There, I said it.
Jalen Johnson, man. All-star shout this year, 100%.
For sure.
He is excellent.
Hell, I'll say it live on the pod as well, because I've already said it to some of my boys, and they think I'm crazy, but Jalen Johnson is the best player on the Atlanta Hawks. I said it. He's a better player than Trae Young. I'm not high on Trae Young. He's a liability, probably the worst defender in the NBA. Up there, for sure. And I mean, look at them. They were like middle of the pack team when he was.
They've been the most subpar team in NBA history. They have like a almost exact 500 record in the history of the NBA.
But they've been better since Trae Young's been out. That's all I'll say it. What's his name? Jalen Johnson. He had a near quadruple double.
He's so good.
He had like 28, 14, 11, and 7 steals.
Didn't he have career highs in like that 30-point triple-double he had, and career highs in every stat in a game?
Yeah.
31,
that was the game.
31, 18, and 14, wasn't it?
Something like that.
Something stupid.
And then 7 steals. Yeah.
What a player. What a player.
No, you're right. He's been very impressive. Another guy, Tyrese Maxey. The Sixers have fallen a bit. They were like near the top of the table. They're down to 9th now, 9-7. But Tyrese Maxey has been insane this year.
Probably the best scorer in the NBA right now.
He's second in points per game at 33, just after Luka Doncic.
Oh, Luka. And Shea will be up there as well.
But
Shea doesn't... Just quietly on Shea and
doesn't play the fourth.
Doesn't play fourth quarters and he averages 30+.
Yeah. But yeah, Tyrese Maxey, shout out to him. He had 54 points the other day against... I wrote it down here. Not that it matters, but...
I also saw he played 400 minutes in like 2 days or something.
54 versus the Bucks.
I saw he played 400 minutes in like 2 days or something stupid. I don't know how that's possible.
That's impossible.
I don't know. I saw some stupid stat
I
like that.
I think that was like.
Was it a piss take?
Yeah. I mean, it's impossible to play 400 minutes in 2 days.
Well, does that mean 400 minutes of being in a basketball arena? Not like the actual game time? Because, yeah, the games are quite long.
Yeah.
I might be wrong as well. I'm probably waffling, but he's been ridiculous. Jared McCain's back as well. And Paul George. He's back. And first game was average against the Clippers. We did lose. But the game where, I don't know who they played. This is really poor from me. But
the other day,
he had 20 points on, like, really good efficiency.
Yep.
So shout out Paul George. He was
4 threes, right?
You picked him up in fantasy.
I
tried to. Just didn't really know how it worked. I didn't get him, but he still got it, guys. Don't sleep on Paul George. He's a good
got it?
He's a good pickup for the 76ers. And I know he's going to be ancient by the end of his contract, but
the Bucks is who they played.
Joel Embiid is like, you might as well just get rid of him at this point. I don't even think you got to stop trusting Joel Embiid. Start building around Maxey. Start building around McCain and Edgecombe.
VJ Edgecombe's, he's looked great.
But Paul George is a good vet presence, and I mean, on his day, he's a good. He's
around.
He's one of the craftiest 6'7" power, like 6'9", I think, small forwards in this league.
Joel Embiid is, like you said, you need to move on from him. He's a cancer. Like, he's not playing more than 30 games this year, probably.
No, I don't know why he's still there. Former MVP, but it's just not worth it anymore.
What's some other things we'll put down here, Finn?
James Harden.
Harden.
Winding back the clock. He is trying to save basketball.
Oh, chill.
The Clip. Do you know why? The Oklahoma City Thunder have the Clippers' first-round pick in the next draft. And we are currently like 5-11, I think 12th or 11th in the West. But James Harden has single-handedly taken the whole load of the Clippers and put it on his back. And has looked like prime... Shut up. He's looked like prime James Harden. And now had 55 points against the Charlotte Hornets, which isn't very impressive. But on ridiculous efficiency... Had 10 3-pointers. That's his 25th 50-point game in his NBA career, tying Kobe Bryant. And now it leads the Clippers in 50-point games and the Rockets in 50-point games. That is stupid. He's 36 years old.
Well done.
And now Kawhi's coming back.
Get that little bit of happiness out of you, because it's all downhill.
Yeah, the Clippers did lose 9 out of 10 games before that win against Charlotte. But Kawhi Leonard is finally returning, and they're currently playing the Cavs. I don't know what the score is.
Score update?
Yeah, please.
The score update is 36 Cavs, 32 Clippers.
All right, that's okay then.
Should we get a player update?
Kawhi Leonard is coming back.
Should we get a player update? James Harden, 10 points already.
There you go.
Second quarter. You're right. You might be onto something, Finn. One question I have for you, Finn. You just mentioned the Thunder have your guys' first round pick. What was that trade from?
We're not doing this again, bro. We are doing this again. God, so over
every
it.
time.
Also, just a quick highlight. Obviously, they're first in the West. They haven't had Jalen Williams this entire season.
16-1. I think the Warriors' 73-9 record could be in jeopardy.
Also, I think Sam Presti, and this is obviously probably a lot of people think this. He's the best general manager in sports right now.
In sports history.
AJ Mitchell is averaging like 16.5 points off the bench this year.
Another MIP candidate.
He was actually quite low when I looked, which was crazy to me. But 16 points a game off the bench. He was a late or mid-second round pick. He has him on a 3-year, $9 million deal. What kind of contract is that for a player averaging 16 off the bench? He is so smart. He sees diamonds in the rough, man. It's actually insane what Sam Presti is able to produce.
Isaiah Joe, who can go off. Aaron Wiggins has had some big games. No, you're right. I mean, 16-1. I'm going to say it every time until they lose a second game, but the only team that's beaten them is the Portland Trailblazers.
Also, one take I have for this as well. I don't think any team in the East can compete with any team in the West in a 7-game series. So come the end of the NBA season, whoever comes out of the West is winning the chip.
100%.
I know we said that last year, and the Pacers somehow took the Thunder to 7 games.
But Pascal Siakam did some things there, bro.
If Halliburton didn't get injured in Game 7, who knows what could have happened too, just quietly. But I think between the Thunder, the Nuggets, and the Rockets, I think those are the clear-cut 3 best teams in the West. And I don't know if any other teams... Lakers. Maybe a fully healthy Lakers team can compete with those 3 teams.
Spurs.
I just don't think they can do it in the playoffs. And Castle's hurt. Wemby's hurt. I just think that's going to be a reoccurring
fully
theme.
Healthy, though? Castle, Wemby, Fox, Harper as well?
I don't think they can do it in the playoffs. They're too young, too inexperienced. But I think those 3 teams, the clear cut, they have experience now with KD on the Rockets, and obviously Denver have already won a chip. Thunder won last year. Whoever comes out of the West between those three teams, I don't think any team in the East can compete with them. Because look, the Pistons are the first team in the East.
Yeah.
Then
They're getting destroyed.
They're getting 5-gamed, I reckon, by any team in the West.
Any of those three teams you mentioned.
Exactly.
Sure.
So my early take is that whoever comes out of the Western Conference at the end of this NBA season is going to win the
Unless
NBA
maybe, I think the Cavs and the Knicks are the only two teams that could maybe give them a slightly, like a 6-game series, but still, you're right.
I just don't think they, I don't think any team can beat them.
No.
Yeah. What else has been happening in the NBA?
In-season tournament is almost wrapped up. I think there's 1 game left for most teams.
We've got 2.
You've got 2 left.
Got 2.
So yeah, I mean, we'll mention our 2 teams. The Blazers, in the hardest pool of all of it.
You guys are stupid.
We're in a pool with the Rockets, the Nuggets,
Warriors.
the Warriors, and
I think it was one average team. Was it the Kings?
The Kings, maybe, yeah. Anyway,
but like 3 very good teams.
Easily the hardest team.
We have the easiest one.
And we're top of the table in our pool. We beat the Nuggets earlier on in the season. We just beat the Warriors the other day. We're 2-1. We lost to the Rockets. That was a bad loss, but 2-1, 1 game left. So yeah, we're sitting top of our pool. Hopefully we can go through. And the Clippers as well, Finn.
We're tied first with the Lakers, but look, we have a very easy pool. The Clippers and the Lakers are there, obviously, but then it's Memphis, Dallas, and the Pelicans.
Sorry, I just looked who the final team in our pool is.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually the Spurs.
Oh, so ridiculous pool. Ours is easy. We've already got wins against Dallas and New Orleans, but one of them, both games were hard actually. Double overtime win against Dallas and a buzzer beater mid-range from Kawhi. So
I was giving you shit for how you went to overtime with the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
They actually beat us. So I have to apologize.
They're not that bad. Cooper is starting to put together some very good performances, by the way.
Yes,
I think he's still going to win Rookie of the Year.
Yep. Conkenapple, that man in Charlotte.
Actually, yeah.
He has been cooking.
How much does team record come into play here, though? Because Charlotte do suck.
It doesn't usually care for Rookie of the
Year. Conkenapple, Liam was very hot on him going into... Because when he got drafted, was it 7th? Fourth, actually, yeah.
We went 4th. We were like,
I was like, nah, way too high. Man, that guy, his IQ for a rookie is probably the best in the draft class.
Dare I say, he's been the best player on the Charlotte Hornets this year.
Yeah,
LaMelo's been struggling with it.
Miles Bridges has been a bit,
Miles Bridges is always a bit of a shot.
Also, Conkenapple's the best 3-point shooter in the draft class.
Oh, for sure.
He's very good at shooting. And his IQ is probably through the roof.
It's such a good draft class, man. VJ Edgecombe's cooled off a little bit. He was the clear front runner early at the start of the season.
Cooper's picking it up now.
Harper's been injured, but he was great before he went out.
Ace Bailey's kind of been...
Ace Bailey's mid. Cedric Coward in Memphis, he's been impressive. He's averaging like 14 a game.
Memphis suck.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, no, it's a great rookie class. Chris Paul as well, he's officially retiring, Finn, on his retirement tour. That was announced.
Yeah, just announced it before the Charlotte Hornets game a few days, actually. Honestly, expected, considering he's joined the Clippers for his last year. That was already probably a sign that he was going to come back to... obviously, he was really good on NOLA early on in his career, but kind of made an even bigger name for himself with the Clippers. So he returned... and he barely plays. He's just there as a locker room guy. He does get on the court occasionally, and considering how injured we have been with no Jerick Jones, no Kawhi, he has been playing alongside our rookies, like Kobe Sanders, been getting a lot of minutes, Cam Christie, Jordan Miller. But, he's producing very low numbers considering what he was doing for the Spurs last year. He played 82 games, was putting up pretty decent numbers for a 39-year-old. But, yeah, this will be his last season, and he'll be in the Hall of Fame, I reckon. No championships, but... I mean, how many first-team NBAs does he have? He probably has a couple. Lots of All-Star appearances. He's almost leading the entire NBA in assists. I think he's just behind John Stockton.
He's hands down first ballot Hall of Famer.
Gotta be.
Lock it in. Championships, sometimes when people are talking about championships, I think they put too much value into it. I think...
Like, does Blake Griffin make the Hall of Fame? Wait, did he get inducted already? No.
That's close. I think, yeah.
I think Blake Griffin gets it. Look,
like Dame's first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah.
I think he is.
Chips shouldn't matter that much.
They do, but I think somebody like Damian Lillard was put in the top 75 players. He has to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. You can't be in that and not be a Hall of Famer.
AI, like Charles Barkley.
Paul George will be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Some of these players just don't get blessed with the chance to play on elite teams like Steph Curry was when he was placed on the Warriors. Anyway.
It's also unfortunate that Dame is playing in this era because I will give it to you. Damian Lillard in his prime was incredibly entertaining to watch, and he could have won an MVP if he didn't have to share the court
Finished
with
third
some
one
of
year.
them. So did Paul George.
But I mean, it's because Dame he was in his prime in the West during a time where the Golden State Warriors existed.
Yeah, and
he bumped into them virtually every single time in the playoffs.
And he almost beat them one year.
He did, yeah. And we went to the conference finals.
He's a good player, entertaining.
Sidetrack.
Could have won a chip with the Bucks, but wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all we have for this episode. Next week, going to be really diving in. It'll probably be a shorter episode next week with no NBL rounds, but we will dive pretty deep into the first game between the Tall Blacks and the Boomers, and then give our thoughts leading into the game on Monday night.
Yep.
Very excited to see what Judd Flavel and the boys can produce against the Boomers, which a rivalry which has been re-sparked after that Trans-Tasman throwdown last year, which I'm very happy they've reignited. I think it's something that basketball in this side of the world really needed. So looking forward for that. And of course, the NBA will be continuing to flourish in all its glory.
Yeah. See you next week.